Hi guys, today we're gonna discuss something on the serious side. Today is May the 23rd, 2013, and it's the first ever JA Blog Day. And we've decided to discuss police and security forces abuses. Now, when I was asked to participate in JA Blog Day, as many other bloggers were asked, I was a little skeptic. Well, I'm going through some stuff personally, but also I didn't want it to come across as if we're beating up on the police or the security forces, because as much as they are not the best in the world, I do think that oftentimes as Jamaicans we try to fix a problem without going to the symptom. And so my issue is always that we talk about corrupt politicians, talk about corrupt police, talk about, security forces treating us bad, but we don't look at the root of the problem. Now, I personally have experienced police misconduct. I wouldn't say brutality. No police boy never licked me yet. Have they wanted to? Sure, I can be a little mouthy. And my only issue with JDF soldiers, when I've had to interact with them in a working environment, is that they're rough. But that's what they're trained to do. If people did have me standing out in the sun at daytime to build up my stamina, I'd be pretty rough too. But so today I'm going to discuss only the police. I think that Jamaicans on a whole are pretty skeptic when it comes to police officers, unless you know them personally. And even some of them that you know, you kind of look at them with a side eye, because who is policing the police? We are in a corrupt society where people are very distrusting of those who are supposed to keep us safe. And this comes from years and years. I've grown up and seen in the news where an honest policeman will get punished for talking up about corruption and sent to La La Land as we know it. And so that sets a precedent, and it also sets an example to other young police officers coming up that, look here, this is how things run here. You see certain things and you turn a blind eye. I also think that one of the things that cause police corruption is the fact that we're not paying them properly. We aren't. So you have a security force that is hungry, and then you have a man that says, look, just turn left when you see me going right, and I will give you 200,000. Now, a man's nature might say, I don't want to do that. But then he goes home, his wife needs something, his daughter's school uniform must buy. And it's not an excuse, but it's for us as Jamaicans. If we want a better security force, better police officers, then we need to champion the cause, to look at our politicians, to look at those ahead and say, look, why is it that you can afford certain type of things, you can live certain kind of lives, and you're gonna turn around and say to a man, keep me safe? Now, I'm gonna give you the example. You have an animal around you. I'm not calling police officers animals because people like to get all sensitive, but this is an example. You have an animal around you, and every day you give him bread and water. This is a carnivore. He likes meat. And every day that animal sits down and watches you eat a big, juicy steak. Every now and then, you might throw them a little cube, you might throw something off the plate, and you might give it to them. But every day, you give them bread and water. One day, that animal is gonna take it. It's gonna decide, it's gonna find different ways to get it. When you get up and go to the bathroom, you come back, you don't see it. And this is what I'm talking about. We can talk about corrupt police, we can talk about police brutality, we can talk about them overstepping their boundaries, but we facilitate it. When you pay a policeman a bribe, when you know you are going 17 or 50 kilometers per hour zone, then you're facilitating it. So it cannot be that you don't want them to kill a baby mother who saw them kill somebody else in the ghetto, but you are okay with paying them a bribe so that you don't have to go to traffic court. It cannot be if. Can't be. You can't pick and choose. You have to be resolute in your conviction that corruption is corruption. And before we talk about the police, we need to look and find out exactly why they are the way they are. And so I've had my run-ins with them. I've had police officers tell me that I need to get a ticket for this or I am in violation of that. And as someone who knows their rights, I'm pretty quick to just let it off. No, that's not right. If you don't have your ticket book on you, then this ticket is null and void. And they get upset. They get upset. And some would want to talk to me rough. I can talk back rough, but not everyone is that way. I know that if a police officer locked me up, I can call my father. But people in the ghetto don't have that. And so who is there to protect them? So we're different socioeconomic situations change our experiences. So let's sit down and have a proper conversation. Not one time police pulled me over and this happened, or one time I saw them kill a man. Why are they the way they are? I personally feel that Jamaica police force have serial killer upon it. I personally feel that our police officers sometimes freelance as guns for hire. But why? Why do they do those things? Why do they have to do those things? Now, if we're paying them properly and taking care of them and training them, because let's tell the truth, I couldn't see some of the things that they see on a daily basis and still be a slightly normal person. We don't give them half of what other security forces around the world give their police officers, but we're expecting a first world police force? I don't understand. Where is the genie lamp? Let's rub it. Anyways, that's all I gotta say.